So a while back, I made this video all about the new consumer protections being proposed by the BC government because of this crazy escalating market. And since then, things have only gotten worse. And this has made me reconsider my position on the possible mandatory cooling off period, but it might not be for the reasons that you think. And I'm going to tell you the reason behind that right after I ask you to take a moment and cool your jets by hitting the like button. This channel is dedicated to educating you about local Surrey, BC, and even Canadian real estate. And all I ask in return is that you go ahead and click that like button to help me get this information out to more people through the YouTube algorithm. And of course, I always appreciate it if you subscribe to this channel in order to stay up to date on the market. And now, on to the reason I'm starting to reconsider my position on the introduction of a mandatory cooling off period. And that reason is there's one person involved in every single transaction that I do that might benefit from this legislation, and I have to keep that front of mind. And that person is me. And before the comments say,
he's just like the rest of the agents, only in it for himself,
just let me explain. Recently, I have a particular client that has lost out on multiple properties. Myself and my team were hired by that client to help find them their next home. We've taken them out, looked at multiple properties, and even offered on a few, but with absolutely no luck of getting their offer accepted over someone else's. You see, this client, much like a lot of our other clients that are desperate to get into the market, need to insert a condition to financing into every offer that they make. Their financing position is just not strong enough to go in with an unconditional offer. And as a result, they have lost every single home that they have offered on. Now, the idea behind a cooling off period is that the buyers will have a chance after a hot and heated multiple offer negotiation to take a few days and reconsider and think about maybe if they've paid a little bit too much money for the home. And then no matter what, they would have the right to back out if they felt that way. In reality, a cooling off period would make every single offer conditional for some period of time. So it wouldn't matter if you had a financing condition in your contract or not. With every single offer now becoming conditional, the seller is most likely to only take the highest priced offer out of who knows how many offers. And for this particular client of mine, that would have been each and every time they offered. That's right. Every time this client has offered on a property, they've put forth a price that was actually higher than what the property ended up selling for. However, since their offer was conditional upon their financing being finalized and approved by the bank, the sellers ended up taking a sure thing that was a done deal today with no financing condition whatsoever. Repeatedly right now in our marketplace, properties are selling for less than the highest offer because the terms and conditions in that lower offer cause way less headache for the seller. Simply put, sellers are accepting a sure thing rather than a higher price. Therefore, within the province, if we remove the ability for buyers to not have conditions in their contract at all with this cooling off period, my clients likely would have won the very first or even the second property that they had offered on, benefiting them,
albeit at an ultimately higher price.
But then I also would have benefited by now having to have done a lot less work to get them into a home, as well as my paycheck would have been here by now, which I still don't have. And again, these are not the only clients I have in this situation. My team has lost multiple times now for multiple clients that have offered the highest price, but continuously the sellers end up taking less money than our clients had offered. And I know lots of other agents are in the exact same position. So maybe a mandatory cooling off period in this market would help my clients. But there is one thing I know for certain. Good professional agents that know how to present an offer properly to a seller are likely going to be the biggest beneficiaries. And well, in this case, that looks like it would be me. And just so you understand, no matter what measures are brought in by any single level of government, no legislation is going to bring more houses to the market in any sort of a timely manner, nor will they increase the cost of borrowing. And cheap money and no inventory is the exact reason our market is increasing so quickly. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. If you need help moving in or within my marketplace here in Surrey, BC, you can book a call with me right down below in the description. Thank you so much for chilling with that like button. Check out another video while you're here on the channel, and we'll see you in a couple of days.